Okay, hello everyone. Today we are going to continue with sublist 5 and 6 as usual of the academic word list. So let's begin. As you can see on the screen, I have already highlighted words in green and red again. The words in green are going to be mentioned only, and the words in red, we are going to discuss them in details. So the words in green in sublist 5 are adjust, aware, conflict. As both a noun and a verb, it's a very important word, conflict. And then we have facilitate, or to make something easy to happen. And then fundamental instead of basic. And then notion instead of idea or concept. And then substitute instead of replace. And also whereas. Whereas is a very useful word to use instead of while or although. Okay, so try to look them up and then use them more often. Now we are going to go into the red words in more detail. The first one, instead of using change, from now on, try to use alter or modify. For example, he has altered beyond recognition. Or the government has to modify its proposal many times before it becomes perfect. So in here, we have two academic words. The next one, instead of saying to make something or somebody able to do something, just say enable. For example, learning English well enables me to land a good job. So enable somebody to do something. A very useful structure. So again, we have three academic words that mean to make something. And they are create, generate, and construct. For example, the government should aim to create wealth for its citizens. Or the dam generates electricity through the river. Or writing is about constructing a good argument. The next word to use is perspective instead of point of view. For example, you can say there are two opposing perspectives on the issues. In this sentence, we have two academic words. The next one, instead of saying exact, you can use two academic words, precise or accurate. For example, you can say more precisely, we must create policies that reduce housing rent for the poor. In here, we have two academic words, precise and create. Again, precisely or to be more precise can be used as a transition signals too, when you want to elaborate or give more details on your ideas. And then the next sample, it is hard to forecast accurate weather conditions. Then here we have accurate. Okay, let's move to sublist 6. The green words are accurate, acknowledge, allocate, brief instead of short, display, diverse instead of just different, enhance or to make better, and then reveal, and then underline. Very important words. Now let's go to the words in red. Now, instead of using be able to, try to use be capable of more often. For example, he is fully capable of solving the math problem himself. So here we have capable, an academic word. The next one are the three important transition words for you. Instead of using moreover, you can also consider using furthermore. Or instead of however, you can also try to use nevertheless or nonetheless. For example, the past is not dead. Furthermore, it is not even past. This is a quotation I modified from William Faulkner. And then the next one, we may never succeed. Nevertheless or nonetheless, we should still try. Now, nevertheless and nonetheless are strictly speaking not exactly the same as however. They mean something like in spite of what I have said. So here it means that we may never succeed, but despite saying that, I still believe that we should try. That is the idea of nevertheless or nonetheless. Okay, and the last word to use is to utilize instead of saying use all the time. Now, utilize is not exactly the same as use. Utilize means you use something for a purpose. You use something in a very, very positive and effective way. For example, you can say, we need to utilize available resources to head for sustainable development. In this sentence, we have four academic words: utilize, available, resources, and sustainable. Use here is okay, but sometimes use is not exactly utilized. For example, if you use somebody in the sense that you exploit them, you should not really try to say you utilize people. it doesn't really make sense. But you can say you use people in the sense that you exploit them or take advantage of them. Okay, so that's it for today for sublist 5 and 6. We are going to move to sublist 7 and 8 later on. Thank you.